You know, it's been a big week for my next guest. She's wearing many jockey helmets. There's a lot. Ferrin Peterson is not only a professional jockey, a veterinarian, a humanitarian, and an educator. Welcome to Great Day Live.
Thank you for having me on.
I'm so excited. I'm like, finally, yeah, bring out some female jockeys, bring out some female trainers.
That's right.
It is great. I mean, you are juggling many things, and I'm just curious how they all kind of come together for you. But first of all, why did you want to be a jockey?
It was always something I had in my blood since a young age. I grew up on the back of a horse. My mom taught me how to ride, but no one in my family is connected to racing. But I watched the Kentucky Derby every year at home. I grew up in California. And from a young age, I just said, I'm going to be a jockey. My mom's 4'11", my dad's 6 foot. I got the right genes and stayed true enough.
But then to be a vet as well, I mean, how did those work together for you?
Yeah, so it kind of came about in a backwards order, but I'm really grateful for it now looking back. I didn't know how to become a jockey, so I thought, well, I'll be a racetrack veterinarian, and that will fulfill that desire to be around these amazing athletes. So I started vet school, was doing internships at racetracks, started working at a breeding farm for thoroughbreds, started the 2-year-olds on the farm, and then I got my exercise rider's license at the track. So once I started galloping and breezing, I decided, you know what? I just want to ride some races. I'm going to be my own agent, and so I was doing it part-time on weekends. I'd take my textbooks in between races. I'd study for my veterinary exams.
Oh, wow.
And it all worked. I graduated in 2019, and I've been doing part-time vet work and a full-time jockey ever since.
Does one help the other, or vice versa, you think, to give you more insight?
I mean, just being around animals, even if you just own dogs, you understand the connection with your animal and getting the dog to notice you and to be in tune to you. And so each mount that I'm on, often we've never been on the back of this horse before we ride it in a race.
Yeah.
And so you have a short time to win that trust and work together as a partnership. So the better you are with animals and the better that you can breed them, the more that they're going to respond to you and try for you.
Oh, which one's harder? Vet, jockey. Harder.
Probably jockey has more ups and downs in the career.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
You had a really big summer.
I did.
Last summer you were at Monmouth Park and you got to hang out with Julie Crone, the great Julie Crone.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
It was incredible. We shared a house together, so I had constant mentorship.
My God, what a
and
mentor
feedback.
time.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had her Equicizer with the Colonial Affair original saddle towel from the Belmont. So I mean, it's just so inspiring being around a person like that and kind of struggling as you start out in this career, trying to get going, and hearing her stories, and yet how she persevered and made it happen. And she's an incredible teacher. Not everyone who's gifted at something has the ability to teach, but she really has a gift for teaching.
You know, we love seeing, and I think that we just need more of women getting into the sport. What advice did she give you to keep going? You know, we want to see you in the Kentucky Derby. We want to see you in the Oaks. We want to see a woman up there. What did she tell you?
It's about work ethic, perseverance, personality. You know, I won my first race at Keeneland this spring, and it was for a female trainer who just went out on her own last year. She's 29, I'm 30, and when I saw her in the fall, she was galloping all her own horses. She only had one groom, which is really tough to have to gallop them, hot walk your own horse, get on the next one, be there at feed times throughout the day. Like, she has an incredible work ethic, and everyone who saw that win would talk about her work ethic and my work ethic. So you have to make yourself stand out, and you have to show people you want it.
To be included in that discussion, though, that's a compliment to you.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have any picks this week?
I do. I'm a big fan of Secret Oath.
All right.
I would love to see the coach win the Oaks and the Derby.
Yes.
But especially being around this filly this week, I go into their barn often just to go dote on her. And she has this presence about her. She's tall. She's this liver chestnut, which you don't see a lot of liver chestnut thoroughbreds. And she just looks so classy out on the track. And I've been talking to her exercise rider, Danielle, and she says just in the last month, she's been amazed by how much she's improving all the time.
I'm amazed to hear you are just taking this in as a learning experience. Like, you're going and talking to people and you're just so immersed in this experience. I think that's just phenomenal.
Yeah, well, that's what I love about it, and that's what I love about being in Kentucky, in the heart of horse country. You have the breeding farms right here, and being on the backside at Churchill this week, you see these prominent breeders coming out to watch the offspring of their stallions train, and you see people from the sales who, you know, worked with these horses to get them to the Derby. So it's like the whole family of racing that, you know, we don't see each other much throughout the year because they're on the farms, we're on the racetrack. We're all merged together this week, and it's
a big
really
family
cool.
reunion.
It is.
Well, Ferrin, it is so nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
Right?
So
We're
nice.
going to see you at the Oaks. We're going to see you at the Derby one day. I'm counting.
There.
I'm putting my money
Yes.
on you. Thank you so much. Much more from Churchill Downs coming up after the break.